Hello and welcome to Three Dudes and a Lady. Join us for a little inspiration, a little motivation, and perhaps a way to cope with your day. My gratitude this morning is for this platform and how it uh, guides us and shapes our day.
Very good. Good morning, everyone. My name is Earl Rule. I hail from Raleigh, North Carolina on this beautiful day here. And my gratitude is also for this platform by how it can carve a good road path for your day and also how we can learn from it and how we can share each other's ideas.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Jay Anderson. I'm from the beautiful state of wild, wonderful West Virginia. My gratitude today is a little different than Mike and Earl's. I'm going to step outside of the box, and my gratitude is to my audiologist. I wear hearing aids, and I had one go down yesterday. And the fine folks at Greenbrier Audiology did an outstanding job of making me be able to hear again so I can communicate with you guys. If I can't hear, I can't speak.
Hey guys, I am Christine Wright, hailing out of the great state of Florida. And my gratitude for the day is I got out of my comfort zone last night and went to a Bible study by myself, didn't know anybody there. Yes, and there was 200 other females there and I did not die. I'm still here today to talk about it. So I'm grateful for getting out of my comfort zone. Today, Jay Shetty talked about the meaning of life, right? And how happiness can become our truth. He talked about a teacher giving an assignment to the students about what they want to be when they grow up. And, most of them are writing down things that they want to be, astronauts, an insurance professional. None of them said that, but, just in case. Um, and one of them writes down happiness, right? And the teacher pulled the kid aside and said, I think you misunderstood the assignment. And he said, I think you misunderstood life. Strong, right? We sometimes lose sight with what we really want out of life, right? We chase after success and goals and the houses and the cars and the things, right? And in the process, we forget the real goals in life, like happiness, right? And purpose. Instead of thinking about what you want out of life, think about who you want to be instead, right? No amount of external success or material rewards are going to be able to guarantee your happiness, right? Happiness is an inside job and it begins with being our true self. So we need to identify what truly matters to us and what gives us purpose and what makes us happy, and then chase after that, not necessarily all the external stuff, right? Happiness, of course, is not going to be able to pay our rent and pay for our stuff that we want, right? But we can align our lifestyles to meet our goals, right? And our purpose in life. And how much do we actually chase goals that aren't really truly us? Have you guys ever experienced that? Chasing something that doesn't really match who you are as a person, right? This one was
Right?
a deep one. Oh, so good. I loved when the kid said you misunderstood life because so true, right? For you guys, I spent 2 years ago, I spent the whole year trying to figure out what my purpose is in life. Did I find it? Nope. But I think God aligns us with our true purpose in life. So I kind of feel like my purpose is aligning with what God has planned for me. That's my thoughts. What do you guys got? Anybody? Not all at once.
So I will say that there might be a generation of people a little bit older than us who grew up watching Father Knows Best, who wanted to be insurance agents because he was
Right.
a life insurance
That's
agent.
right. That's awesome.
Everything I thought he's talking about ladders, right? You climb the ladder, and I've heard it many, many times. If you're climbing a ladder, make sure you're on the right ladder, or make sure your ladder's long enough to get you to where you want to go.
For
And
sure.
and,
So
and
strong.
through And through time, you brought up a strong point, Mike. And sometimes, through life, sometimes we do climb up the wrong ladder, don't even realize it. There's something that sparks us to climb up certain ladders to, something catches our attention. But the question is our true intention to be there? And, we're going to make mistakes in life. It happens. But when we get on the right ladder and we see the signs that, hey, I'm on the right ladder, let's follow this path to see where it brings me. And you just don't know what it brings you.
And
Yeah.
this is right up my freaking alley. It is. You guys know that happiness is, I mean, it's how I resonate. It sets my mood. It sets my mindset. Um, Sometimes it gives me clarity. Sometimes it doesn't. But I think the statement that Jay Shetty said and made rather was happiness is an inside job. And that caught my attention and made me think a little bit because I try to be a happy person. Now, full transparency, the past couple of days have been, for the better lack of terms, a bullshit time for me. Came across things. Now, there were no one was injured, no one was hurt, there was no death or anything like that. But the day to day, sometimes portions of life that we get that just frustrate us to no end. And you think, okay, I've this has ended the bad stuff that I'm seeing or hearing or trying to understand. And you come home and your dog's pissed all over the carpet. What gives, right? Having said that, you still have to figure out the happiness. It is an inside job. Christine, so proud of the fact that you did what you did yesterday, going to a group by yourself and immersing yourself into something that is a wonderful learning experience, I'm sure. I'm also sure when you left that, you probably had a sense of happiness, uh, and you probably your emotions are probably all over the place because you were trying to analyze what you had just witnessed. So I assume that last night was probably a pretty fun night for you emotionally, trying to gather your thoughts. But guys, happiness does not pay the rent. Sucks that it doesn't because we'd all be millionaires otherwise. I
Sure.
would be.
It's it's crazy. And for all you guys out there that are listening to this, most of us probably wouldn't even bat an eye about going to an event that they don't know anybody at. It wouldn't be a big deal, right? I'm an introvert, however. Yeah, three of us on the screen are introverts. So for us, it's a big deal. Something hard to do, right? But being disciplined in that moment did create joy and happiness for me, right? And every day, it's crazy that Jay was talking about this because every single day I write out, I have like an intentional setting type of thing where I'm writing what my intentions are for the day. And every day I write, I will be happy. Happiness is in every single one of them.
That's
And I don't know why I started writing that. Like I started it like 2 or 3 months ago. It wasn't like something that I've been doing for a very long time, but I did start it like 2 or 3 months ago. And every day I write in there happiness.
I tell you why. I tell you exactly why. The reason that you're doing that is this platform that we are on gives us the opportunity to start recognizing things on a daily basis. Starts we put thought into our days now. We don't just wake up, get ready, and kiss the spouse and pet the dog and go do or whatever we do for the day. We actually have this platform that allows us to put thought into how we are going to do things. When you start putting thought into your day on a daily basis, it becomes that habit, and that habit sets the tone. And it is, uh, you know, it is the tone that we have to find the mix, the blend. And I think that this is where Jay was really heading with in terms of the meaning of life. For each and every person out there, all of our meanings of lives are personal. It pertains to us as individuals. We own it. We own the rights to our personal life, to the meaning of our life. We own those rights. Don't take that statement lightly. Try to put a little thought into it. And if happiness needs to be part of that mix, which you're crazy if it's not part of that mix, you should be intentional, like Christine, and you're writing that down. I want to be happy. I want to be happy. I strive to be happy. I look, guys, we talk about this. You three have said, Jay, you definitely strive to try to be happy. It is the redefining of ourselves all the time. You always have to redefine your meaning, your why in life. Why? Because all the outside events change on a daily basis. That is the one consistent thing in our life is change. And because of that, you can't just have one why from the day you're born to the day you die. You might have a thought or something, okay, this is what I want to do and be. End story. But then, oh, Brother Jay Shetty throws out there the famous line for Jim Carrey. Everybody ought to be an actor and make the money that we do, so they can see that it doesn't necessarily mean happiness.
And what are we idolizing? Think about it. Like, what
What are we
yeah,
idolizing? Christine, I've
the
told
wrong
you
thing.
guys, yeah, I chased money for a long time of my life, and I thought money's the answer. Money's going to do everything I wanted to do. And you know what? At the end of the day, I was flat out wrong, and I will admit it. Guys, I'm
Money.
wrong about a lot of things, but this one I'm right about. I was wrong about that.
For sure.
Well, Jay,
Go ahead, Earl.
let me just say this. Everybody wants money. Everybody needs money, to live, to have what you need. But I think for quite a few of our viewers, happiness, if we have the simple things in life, like our closest friends, maybe our own pet, our own surroundings, the simple things in life that can make us happy. We could just take that along to chase our dreams to what it is that we want. Because the happiness, you know, if we find our passion early, great. But sometimes it takes a little time to find our passion. But along the way, make sure that that happiness comes along with you. Because life is short. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And you're right, change does happen. But when change does happen, bring that happiness with you because that's part of the recipe.
So here's the better question.
Mhm.
Is happiness, is it only meant for the moment?
No, it's not. Happiness should be life fulfilled. I mean, what makes us happy? Finding out what it is that makes us happy. Sometimes it can take a day or two to think about it, but you know, God can provide those answers if you follow on His path. The question is, are we willing to do it? Some people
That,
aren't willing to
that's
do it.
that's the answer.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
That's exactly where I was heading to.
Right.
Happiness is not a one-time thing, and it's not a one set thing either. I don't, does that make sense? Can we even say that?
Yep, I think we can.
You
Okay.
just did.
I think we're allowed.
We're allowed.
Yeah, we're allowed for sure.
So if you
Mhm.
didn't understand it, I'm not sure that I understood what I said there, but circling back, it's interesting to me that uh are we for me, I'm going to speak for myself here because I don't want to confuse anything. One thing, Earl, happiness is everybody has a different outlook or a different want for happiness. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Now, there are people where materialistic objects are what makes them happy. Now, does
Yeah.
that mean they're misguided? In my opinion, yes. But
Right.
no, you're right, Earl. No, it doesn't, because that's what makes them happy. I caution you to go back and think about this. If it is that you want to acquire all these things and materialistic stuff, and you think that that's what is making you happy, have you misunderstood what your life meaning truly is? Are you, Earl, you said it best. It's the simple things that make us happy. Some people it is, some people it's not.
Let, let me just compare something.
It's like this. You got a red car, you got a blue car. What
Right.
percentage are going to buy red, or what percentage is going to buy blue? It's a flip of the coin on a daily basis.
Well,
What?
look at this. Look at this, Jay. How many times have we heard of people who are filthy rich, who have millions, that have everything at the world of feet? But the question is, are they really happy with what they have?
Yeah, but
Okay.
also flip
But
side.
also, you think you see people who are barely struggling, but to them, family makes them happy. Having the people around them makes them happy because they're full of God's love.
Both.
No two people are alike. No two people are the
No,
same. But the
no.
question is, can they find their happiness? Can they find that level of what really makes them happy?
I think
That
it's
that
the blend. I think it's the blend,
you're right. Boom, you nailed it.
because the
It,
blend has to be that.
Go ahead,
Right.
Mike.
Go
if
ahead.
success and money would is all it takes to be happy, you would never have another celebrity suicide.
Well,
Facts.
true. Good
Facts.
point. Good fact. Fact.
Yeah, so true. And think about it, like you guys, if our happiness comes from something external, it's not going to continue to fill your cup, right? There's only so
Bingo.
much stuff that we can buy and have and live and but it's not going to fill who you are. Trust me.
See, that's what I've
No,
been trying to say, and it took me 20 minutes for you to say in 3 seconds. Damn it. Way to go, Christine. That's
Let me tell
exactly
you,
it. If it's external, that's exactly right. Well
yes,
said.
if it's external, it's only temporary, right? Like think about it. When you lay your head down at night, when you're going to bed, do you feel like you're fulfilled, or are you emotional, or is your mind all over the place trying to figure out what's going on, right? You guys, lately I have been fulfilled. Not sure what's going on in my life or what's changed or what's shifted, but every
The
night
third,
I journal. I
the
journal my
third,
emotions. I journal what the word of my day is, like what my like how if I could sum up my day in one word. You guys, I urge you guys to try this. Just sum up your day in one word. And my words have been like abundant, fulfilled, happy, blissful, like purposeful. Like those are the words that are coming out. And I'm telling you, it takes me like, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes to journal this stuff. But then at the end of the week, whenever I'm doing my weekly goal stuff to see if I'm on track to meet my goals, because this is part of my goals, right? This is going to make me who I want to be in order to reach the goals I want, right? But like if I'm looking at the end of my week and I have way more happy days than I do bad days. Now, there is one in there that was a frustrated day. It just was like we're gonna have those, right? It's gonna happen. But if the majority of your days are abundant, purposeful, pleasant, happy, you're gonna be way happier than you think, right? But a lot of times we look at the moment that something bad happens and that destroys our whole day.
But here's the thing, Christine. If there are days you're going to have challenges. I would use the word challenges. All right. But during that path that day, if you could find something that fill that challenge with something that's either productive or something that can make the day a little better for you, it could have eased the pain just a little bit because you don't want to carry that challenge throughout the whole day. And when you go to bed at night, you're cussing and pissing at yourself before you go to bed. It's like, let's fill in that day of something that can be a little more positive, whatever it is. All right. That way, when you go to bed at night, you're like, okay, I had a challenging day, but I did get this accomplished. Okay, thank you, God, for getting me through this day. Thank you. So, if you break it up, I know this is I don't know if they use this information, but the
It's
no,
not. I mean, it's you're going down the rabbit hole is what you're doing. So, I mean,
right,
it's perfect.
exactly. But you see the point I'm trying to make, Jay,
Oh,
is if everybody in our profession goes through this. Okay, we go through our challenges, but if we fill that day with positive things, whatever it is, a phone call, if we help an old lady across the street, if we're helping our neighbor, or do something that's gonna re-inflate us a little bit to make the day go a little better, whether it's our family, whatever, the day isn't so bad after all.
Go
Then,
give money to a homeless person. That'll make you
right,
feel better. I can
right.
promise you.
yeah.
Or better yet, if you're in the drive-through at Starbucks or Dunkin', pay for the person back of you. Make that person feel better.
We're going to have to talk about the homeless people on off the air time because there's a double-edged sword there for me.
There is.
But I'll say this: happiness is not one emotion. Happiness is many emotions, and everything is. And I'll give you an example. Have you gone to, I don't know, name a place that you guys go to every now and then?
Costa
This,
Rica.
I'm sorry, where?
Costa
No,
Rica.
no, I didn't mean like a
Oh, come
destination for
on.
vacation. I'm talking about everyday life. Name a place that you go to in an everyday life or once a week or once every 2 weeks or whatever. Just throw it out.
Dutch Bros.
Where?
Dutch Bros.
Okay, what is that?
Coffee.
Coffee. Okay. Let's take the coffee shop. I want you to think about this for a second. Next time you go into the coffee shop, you go up. I'm assuming you have to go to the counter to order and receive your coffee, or do they bring it to you?
No, it's actually a drive-through, or you go up to the window. There's no inside. There's no inside of the place. You
Okay,
pick up on that.
Oh, they still
even
exist.
even better, even better. You go through the drive-through. Next time you go through the drive-through, you get your coffee. They hand the coffee to you. Try this. I just want you to know, thank you so very much for what you guys do. It truly makes me happy that you create this wonderful coffee, the great idea of the drive through. And I just want to say thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Imagine how that would make you feel, and imagine how that would make the other person feel. Like, think
Bingo.
about it.
Bingo.
Likewise, when you go to the grocery store, if you see that the checkout person, because I hate self checkout.
Well, yeah, because there's no personal touch, and I like personal touch.
And as a former banker, they told us ATMs weren't going to take jobs. BS. Anyway, if you see a
That's good.
frown, maybe the person that in front of you wasn't as nice as they could have been. My goal is to make them smile. Have a conversation with them.
I I have found Mike across the board. Okay. And this is something, don't ask me why. I learned a lesson many years ago in the car business, and it's a quick lesson, but it was great nonetheless. Back when we were open from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, that was a lot of time. Well, a manager, and back then I was in finance when I first got in the business. Manager came out to the floor one evening. It was probably 7 o'clock, deader than a doornail, nothing going on. He's got straws in his hands, and he gets to the salespeople. He said, "Okay, I want everybody to draw a straw. Who has the shortest one? Go home." Got the straws back together, eliminated one of the straws, kept the short one in the pile, mixed it up. Let's draw again. Go home. If you could have seen the happiness that was the mood swing, and then let's say the next day comes and they applied the same thing. Now, if it was busy, it was understood. You had to stay. But the point that I'm making is that that was an act of happiness from the manager because he knew that he was changing that mood swing, or she knew, whatever the case may be, that they were getting ready to change a mood swing. And that emotion was one of happiness. So I learned that. So later in life, I learned if I can, anytime I need something, let's say you have to go to the courthouse to get something, okay? And you go in. The DMV, that's another place that a lot of people do not care for. But I have learned if you go in as the customer, smiling on your face and wishing them happiness and thanking them for the hard work that they do, my gosh, it's like they fall over because no one does it to no one goes out of their way to extend that up front. And I've, you guys know that I went through probate because my dad passed away fairly recently. I had heard horror stories about going through probate.
Yeah, you got to have a trust because you never want to go through probate.
No, you don't want to go through probate. You just want it to be, if you have to, it's a one thing, one time thing, but it might not be. I sat down and I thanked these ladies, and they called ahead to the next department that I needed to go see. They said, "Can you get this ready? This is what we need, blah, blah, blah." And I mean, it was tremendous. And these folks were absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. I don't know. It's like I used to tell our service writers at the dealership, if you would just look up and smile when a customer comes in, they're pissed off because they have to be there and their car needs fixed.
And they know that it's going to cost a lot, right? Or they think it's going to cost a lot.
They think it's going to break them. They're the 3% that are there for oil changes, they don't give a rat's butt. But still, you don't know. So you have to, if you would just look up and acknowledge them. Grocery stores, for the ones, Mike, that do not have self-serve checkout, they're now taking the clerk when they've done and there's no one standing there, they've asked the clerk to come out from behind the register and stand at the end of the aisle. I can help you here. I can help you here.
Yeah.
It's psychological. It's creating happiness. And that's what it is. The simple act of kindness creates a lot of happiness. And guys, if we can find that blend between us having to earn money, we have to, okay? But if we can find the blend of bringing happiness and incorporating into it, I just think life is so much more fun. Is more fun? Can you say that? More fun or funner?
Either one. You can say either one, but not both. You can't say more funner.
More funner. Yeah.
More funner.
We'll go with more funner. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know,
Or
that's what at the end of it, would you guys would you rather be on this platform of four and just be stern, no emotional, no affect, just flat out, just, I don't know. That sounds like a bunch of horse shit to me. Now, I'm not willing to try that. That's too far out of the way for me. Or would you rather come in with open arms and smile and laugh and have a good time with it? And the next thing you know,
yeah.
an hour has blown by, and we originally said we're only going to do this for 30 minutes in a day. And you're like, what in the world? I could go. I can still continue. To that I say, amen.
Amen.
I'm thinking that the bad existence, I use the right term, is from the song. I woke up, got a bed, dragged a comb across my head.
Yes. By the way, out there in viewership land, we will one day have Mike sing a full song for us. I don't play the guitar, but I'll look like I'm doing it, and it'll be an air guitar, and maybe our CEO of our company could make the music up online. AI.
And
I
we'll be
always
his
have a
biggest
song in
fans.
my head, and most people want me to keep it there.
Uh, Guys, I think it's obvious that you can see we are not licensed therapists. No, sirree, we surely are not. We are, however, licensed life insurance agents. We get on the app Calm on a daily basis and listen to Jay Shetty. He sheds some really good information for us to dive into. It's very thoughtful. It's thought provoking. It's emotion provoking, and it's a great way to start a day and get fired up for the rest of your day and have a positive mindset.
And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this. And please tell a friend, bring it along. We love to have you. Hope everyone has a great day. Peace out there.
Peace.
Deuces.